man. Oh, you're taking that off, huh? Spicing it up a bit. Welcome back. It's been a crazy week, I guess.
It's been an exhausting week.
Yeah, right now we're kind of in our we film here. This is our comfortable space, but things are about to get change. Yeah, on the move change.
The goal is to not all the time be on the move. I mean, that's not really what moving to somewhere means. That is what traveling means.
Yeah. Hopefully being domesticated somewhere.
Domesticated?
Man, where to start? I had my first World Cup competition.
Yeah, let's start there.
Oh my God.
How'd that feel?
Nerve-wracking.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know how to control my emotions, you know? Yes.
Yet.
Yet. I just kind of get in my head a lot. Yeah, I mean, the first qualifier route was fine. It was good.
Straightforward.
Made some rookie moves. I made it all the way to the top. When you know you're about to fall off, you're supposed to make a moving move, I guess.
Basically, what the judges need to see in order to get the extra half a point, which is in the form of a plus sign, is you need to pretend like you're going for it.
It has to be like a moving, hips forward moving motion to the next hold. But didn't do that. Everyone got to the same place and fell. Everyone made that moving. So everyone technically was at a 64 plus. I was at a 64. So everyone was essentially tied going into the second quali route. So my category is very stacked. I mean, there's a lot of
really strong climbers.
A lot of great strong climbers. Second qualifier comes up, and there's a specific move on this qualifier route where I was just psyching myself out, and I was I know I can't. This is gonna be hard for me, and I just wasn't climbing to my potential. I was just in my head, and I think I was in my head weeks leading into this.
Yeah, but understandably so. It's your worst. Your worst.
It was my worst performance. It really was my worst performance.
It's your first World Cup.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna be in your head. It's all uncertain, and it's all uncertain.
To be honest, it was my worst performing, competition. I mean, World Cups is a bigger thing, elevated thing. Yeah. There's more people watching you, and everyone is an athlete there.
Yeah, you do really feel like you're surrounded by high quality athletes who have devoted and are devoting so much of their life to this.
Yeah, and just to see people climb with their disability, it just seems like they didn't have a disability. It's unreal how they adapt. Yeah, it's gonna be a good season. You know, we're going to Europe because we're following this competition circuit, and hopefully I can get in this mindset of just numbness, people watching me. It's a distraction a little bit. The more I compete at these competitions, the more I can just shut that all off, you know. And a lot of training within myself, a lot of training, obviously physically training, but just mentally, I came out of it knowing that I'm a better climber than the way I climbed. My mouth was dry. Did I tell you about that?
Well, no, you're talking to the dry mouth queen. Whenever I get nervous, I'm I can't even swallow my own saliva.
No, it was, and then my heart rate was up at 125 beats a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just nonstop. And I need to come up with a routine. So climbers out there, especially competitive climbers, or just, people that
get nervous.
There has to be some sort of regimen that you follow before a climb, getting your mind off of what you're actually doing. Been learning a lot about that, and talking to Sam about how not to get in your head, breath work, all of that, even though at first it's that's not gonna work, but no, it totally does.
Probably the thing that most athletes or people think, oh, that's not gonna work. That's what they have most resistance to, because it is going to work.
I need to get more experience and talk to one of my fellow climbers who is a lot younger than I am. He was basically like, you know, this year isn't about, you know, you can set your goals, you know, and what you want to do, but this year is about learning, you know. I mean, it took him, he's been doing these comps for 4 or 5 years, and he just won his first one, you know. So you never know what could happen. I mean, but honestly, he has worked that up to that, you know. He's been climbing since he was, competitive climbing since he was 15 or 14 or whatever, and
most of his formative years.
Most of his formative years, and so like, yeah, he just is a great climber, and just to see him, he works hard when he on these routes, and I just need to know how to turn that switch on like he does. It's gonna be a great season. I have a lot to learn. If I gave my grade, like gave a grade on the comp, I'd probably do like maybe a D-.
Okay.
So my next climbing comp is Innsbruck, Austria. It's a World Cup there. This one is going to be a lot bigger.
Outside?
It's going to be outside. It's a lot bigger. There are 20, I think, people that are in my category in this comp. That's how it's going to be in the World Championships. But yeah, I'm just excited for this next one. I'm training really hard.
What are you most excited for?
You know, honestly, going to Europe and climbing, Europeans are so good at climbing. They sleep and climb.
Lead type.
Yeah, they just know how to do it really well.
Lead
and
type C
their climbing is,
climbing.
it elevates, it's gonna elevate my game being over there. It's gonna elevate the way I climb. That, and just meeting people. I met a couple of climbers in this last World Cup, and they're just unbelievably amazing and nice.
Johnny's the most gregarious goblin I've ever met.
Why, just going up to everyone and talking?
Hi. You know, like that grade school kid, you're like,
chill.
Whoa.
The grade school. Is that?
Okay, Mr. Hi.
What do you have?
What do I have? Well, I got a new climbing coach. Yeah, I just started working with her. Kind of taking it slow. I feel like I'm like dating her, kind of, I guess. But she is actually one of the main coaches of the para team at the gym that we train at in here in Salt Lake City. So she and I have just started. It's interesting for any athletes in previously like kind of coordination, anti-gravitational sports like gymnastics or diving or dance, who transition to climbing. I think there's a lot of really cool intuitive things that make sense and like work, and people who come from that competitive space beforehand in other sports like are really strong pound for pound, but then there's a lot of things that also, a lot of bad habits that I have on the wall, which she's helping reveal to me. So problem well stated is a problem half solved. So we're stating a lot of problems in my climbing, but I'm excited for it.
Yeah, moving
and grooving.
So,
you know, like the inner fear that I have when I'm packing up all of the kitchen stuff is I'm like wrapping up every single glass, and in my mind, my irrational/rational mind is like, we're gonna open up this box and they're all going to be broken. Every single plate and every single cup is just gonna be shattered.
No, it's because I dropped it on the way to the car.
Oh.
I should rewrite broken glass on the label.
Instead of glass, broken glass.
Yeah. Actually, it's looking pretty grim in here. It's probably really echoey because there's nothing in here anymore.
Much less.
Well, it's been surreal because it's like, you know, we're doing this, and then as the time gets closer, we're like, oh my God, okay, this is really happening.
Yeah.
And we don't know when we're coming back. It's kind of fun.
Stay tuned as we figure it out with you.
Yeah, so we're gonna do these questions, and hopefully it can kind of plant a seed in your head of asking your partner or just yourself these questions.
Or your friends or your dogs.
You have never heard this question I'm about to ask. I have it written down right here.
Okay.
So, what's something you've never told me because you didn't want to hurt my feelings? I put you on the spot.
Oh God.
You have a limp. I'm joking. It's terrible. This is the safe nest and the safe tree where we can just speak our minds, I guess.
The safe nest of YouTube.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Love this.
So Johnny got a root canal a couple of months ago, and the tooth that you got a root canal on, like, I can definitely tell you got a root canal on it. Yeah. It doesn't look the same as the other one.
Like on my front tooth?
Yeah, but luckily your lip covers most of it.
Awesome. Okay, love that. You know, it is what it is. It comes with age. This is my first cavity I've ever had in my life, by the way.
Well, I can tell. Horrible question.
It is a terrible question. Your morning routine is really loud.
Oh, yeah.
Like really loud.
Hack the loogies and start fresh. I'm actually proud of that. That's it?
Yeah.
Even when I'm in the other bathroom?
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Really?
Babe, yeah, you go to town on your nose. I always say she's calling an army in.
Well, works for me. I hope your root canal works for you.
Well, on that note, thanks for
watching. And
watching.
subscribe and join us for the ride.
I think that could be a really did you copy?
I made that up.
Thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
See you, bye.
Bye.